Nightfall gradually descended. At this moment, inside the council hall of the royal residence, Thorian sat reading a book, quietly waiting for the results. After successfully turning the Grand Secretary of Skyseal Pavilion to their side, it was only a matter of time before they found evidence of crimes committed by the General Lewis and the City Guard commander. In the past, the royal residence had turned a blind eye to their financial dealings. After all, corruption among officials was nothing new, but this time was different. These two had secretly conspired to murder Xavier, which was a direct slap in the face to the royal residence, an open challenge to its authority. This was a serious overstep. If they did not make an example out of them with severe punishment, who knew how many others would follow suit in the future? Young Prince! Just then, William, the captain of the law enforcement team, stormed into the council hall. His breath was heavy, showing that he had rushed here without delay. How did it go? Do we have results? Thorian put down his book and asked calmly. Reporting to the young prince. All the illicit businesses of the General Lewis and the City Guard commander have been completely eradicated. The hidden networks they have spent years building have also been dismantled. Moreover, we have gathered solid evidence of their many years of criminal activities. Every single crime is meticulously documented. Please take a look. As he spoke, William pulled out a thick stack of documents and handed them over with both hands. Thorian took the files and started flipping through them carefully. After reading just 2 pages, his brows furrowed. Though he had mentally prepared himself, knowing that these two were far from upstanding officials, seeing their long list of horrific crimes firsthand still filled him with seething rage. They had used their power and influence to commit all manner of atrocities: arson, murder, robbery. There was no crime they hadn't committed. Over the years, they had accumulated hundreds of murder cases alone. And that was just what could be traced. There were likely many more crimes that had never been uncovered. What was worse, it wasn't just the two of them. Under their leadership, their entire families had followed suit, becoming a pack of wolves that preyed on the innocent, oppressing the common people. Thorian had never imagined that beneath the prosperous facade of West Leucosia's palace, so much unseen darkness lurked. These two vile scoundrels! They have committed so many heinous crimes that even killing them 100 times over wouldn't be enough. Furious, Thorian slammed the documents onto the ground, his expression dark and stormy. Even without considering Xavier's murder, the crimes listed here were more than enough to sentence both the General Lewis and the City Guard commander to death. Young Prince! Just give the word, and I will lead the law enforcement team to raid these scoundrels' homes immediately, William declared, filled with righteous indignation. Any person with a normal sense of justice would be enraged after seeing these crimes. Of course, they must be punished, Thorian said, suppressing his fury. But before that, I need to extract some information from them. His voice was ice cold. Now go and bring me the City Guard commander. Yes, sir! William acknowledged the order and left at once. Moments later, he returned with the City Guard commander. Having been under house arrest in the royal residence for an entire day, the commander was visibly agitated. His earlier display of respect toward Thorian was gone. Young Prince, I have many matters at home that require my attention. When will you allow me to return? The commander asked impatiently. Return home? Humph. I'm afraid that won't be happening today. Thorian's face remained cold. What do you mean by that, young prince? The commander frowned. I have always been a loyal and law-abiding official. I do not recall ever offending you. Why are you targeting me? Loyal and law-abiding? You actually dare to say that with a straight face? Thorian sneered. Young prince! If you have a personal grudge against me, I won't hold it against you. But everything should be based on evidence. If you believe I am guilty, then present the proof. Otherwise, I ask you to release me at once and stop abusing your authority. The commander proclaimed righteously. Evidence? Ha! I was waiting for you to say that. Thorian grabbed the stack of compiled evidence and hurled it at the commander's face with such force that the man stumbled backward, blood trickling from his nose. You! The commander recoiled in pain, about to lash out. But then, he glanced down at the documents scattered across the floor, and his entire body froze as if struck by lightning. Each paper detailed crimes long buried in the past. There were victims' letters of complaint, proof of illicit dealings, and even photographs of heinous acts, clear, undeniable evidence. Most terrifying of all, the figure committing these crimes in the photos was unmistakably him. How is this possible? His eyes widened in utter disbelief. He had always been meticulous in covering his tracks. After each crime, he would have his subordinates clean up thoroughly, ensuring there were no loose ends. Most victims could be silenced with money. The troublesome ones could be intimidated with power. For those who refused to yield, well, they were simply tossed into the river to be fish food. For years, this system had worked flawlessly. Never had there been a single mistake. So how had all of his buried crimes suddenly been unearthed and laid bare before him? What the hell was going on?
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care. Now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace. But now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase, keeping you